Hey, this is Donna from Donna's Sewing Circle. How are you today? Today we're going to make this lovely quilted tote. If this is something that interests you, come on in and have a seat.
So come on in and stay a while.
Okay, for today's project, you need one piece. Mine is quilted. One piece that 27.5 by 15 3/4. A piece that will go along the bottom, and it needs to be 4 inches by 11 3/4 inches. You need your lining, which needs to be the same size as your bag, 27.5 by 15 3/4. Then 2 long strips. Mine are 4 inches by 11 3/4. These will be the straps. And that's the material you'll need for this bag. I would recommend the quilted fabric. You can buy this, upcycle it at thrift stores. You can get pillowcases that are already quilted, or you can find quilts and cut them up. And the tools you'll need for this project is a mat, cutting board, a ruler, your hand rotary cutter, pair of scissors, clips, and of course your sewing machine. So let's get started. You'll take your fabric, and we're going to put it the right sides together. So you need a piece of cardboard that is 1.5 inches by 2 inches. Needs 1.5 by 2 inches. You go to the bottom of your bag and you'll mark it 2 inches on the long side, 1.5 inches along that way. And you'll mark it. Now you need to cut these 2 squares out. That's what it looks like. Now you need to do that for your lining also. So set this aside and let's prepare our lining. Wrong sides together. Fold it in half. Okay, now let's lay this aside. We won't need it for a little while. Okay, now we're going to do some marking. Oh, one thing I didn't mention that you need is chalk. You'll need chalk because we're going to be doing some marking. First thing we're going to do is mark the center of the quilt, which it's 1, 2, 3, 4 inches, almost 4 inches. So you want to do the center, because this is where your straps will be. This is where you'll stop with your straps. And this way, you want to measure 4 inches from the edge. Because that's where your strap's going to go. For this side also. Okay, some of my lining fabric. I think I'll do that. So reload. The straps are 45. Where is it? 45 1/4 by 1 inch. But I'm making them 45 1/4 and 4 inches. Because we have to fold them under. So when they're done, they're 1 inches, not when you start. When you're done, they'll be 1 inch. Okay, so you cut your quilt binding, no, your quilt piece, same length as your strap handle. When you go to folding it, because we gotta fold it like a gum wrapper. And when we do, this piece will be close to one end, and you have this on the back side of the fabric. So you fold it so it goes over the quilt piece. Fold this one in. I don't go all the way to the middle. And then fold it again to cover that raw edge. Then you pin it. It gives it a nice squishy feel to it. Nice quilted feel to it, actually. And you do that all the way down. Pin it as you go. Some people will iron their fabric before they do this. I just wing it. So whatever suits you. If you don't like this, then you can iron it and give it a nice smooth edge to work with. It's easier to fold. It's a little slow, but just take your time. It's better to look good than to be in a hurry and make it look yucky. Because everybody's going to look at your quilt, your quilted tote bag, and they're all going to want one. If you got yucky looking straps, they may hesitate to ask for one. You don't want your what you wear and what you use out in town to look yucky. So take your time. I'm not in a race. I got all day. How about you? Then once you get it all pinned, we sew. We start on the raw sides, this side. We'll sew 1/8 of an inch, just really close to the edge. Go all the way down. When you get to the end, you just turn it and come back up the other way. And make a rectangle all the way around it. So let me get this done and I'll be right back. We will start on the raw edge. It's not really raw, it's the open edge. We'll start there. Line it up, foot down. Go forward, back. You want to make sure you're catching both sides of the fabric. So just take your time, check it as you go. Okay, I'm at the end, so I leave my needle down, pick my foot up, turn the fabric, and go back. And you got your first strap done. Now we're going to make one just like it. It's got a nice squishy feel to it. It's really nice. So that's how you make a nice strap for your purse or your tote. So let's go make one more. Trim off any strings. Now, we're going to put these here. Make sure they're not tangled. You put them on the 4-inch mark, on the center of the 4-inch mark. The halfway here, and then the 4-inch away here. We put the strap in the center of the 4-inch mark, and at the beginning of the other mark. And then we pin it in place. Center of the strap. Other side, you match it to that one. A ruler, and you're going to mark 1 inch. 1 inch and 1/8. So right here. Put that pin. From the top. That's where you need to stop sewing. Okay, now what you need to do, go to your sewing machine, and we're going to sew from this mark that we just made. Don't sew it up here, stop right here. So you go start at the center here, go top, down, up, and back down to here. Remember to stop at that mark you made, and then do the same thing for the second one. Let's go do that. Take your time. So 1/4 of an inch away from the edge. Let's go back and do the next step. Okay, so the piece that we took off, it is 3.5 by 11, and this piece is 5. Okay, so this one that we cut and this one, you'll put the quilted piece inside about center. Then we're going to fold this up like you're wrapping a Christmas or a present. You fold this to the center, and fold this one to the center. You can pin it for now just to hold it there. We'll take it out in a minute. Fold the ends in like this, just like you was wrapping a gift. Fold it down. Pin that so it don't go anywhere. And then you do the other end, same way. Fold it, fold it, fold it in. Pin that one. Okay, and this is going to go on the bottom of your bag. Do a little bit of padding there. Goes there. So, once you get it positioned, take one pin out at a time. Take that one out, and now pin it on the top. Okay, Now we're going to sew around that rectangle all the way around. And this will be the nice little edge bottom of your tote bag. Okay. Just kind of fold your tote in on itself. 1/4 inch, maybe half an. There you go. Nice padded bottom to your bag. Looks good. Okay, let's go to the next part. Now we fold the edges together. Pin them. I'll clip them. I don't know how much of that you missed, but we've done both sides. Now we're sewing the bottom. Remember where we cut it? Well, we flatten it now. Sew it. And this is fabric. Just flatten it. You think, oh, I can't do it, but it's just fabric. Just flatten it. Do 1/4 inch, frontwards and backwards. Make sure you're catching all your layers. Now we're going to lay this aside temporarily. We're going to take our lining. We have it inside out, right sides are together. We're going to do the very same thing. We're going to sew 1/4 inch along both sides. Turn around, do the other side. Now we're going to do the corners. Open them up and pull them flat. So 1/4 inch along there. Make sure you catch both sides. 1/4 inch. Okay, flip this right sides out. Nice little bottom. Another nice little bottom. Now, you're going to put this inside your quilt. Wrong side. The quilt is still wrong side out. Put the handles in the bag. Shoot, you know what I forgot? I'm supposed to leave a seam open. See? Even somebody who's done this a lot forgets. So you've got to leave an opening so you can flip it. Sorry about that. Okay, so we have an opening. Now, this has to be right side out. And this has to be inside out. You got the handles on the inside. So you put your liner inside the bag. Line everything up. There's a seam here and a seam here, so line your seams up. Makes them look a whole lot nicer. And then pin it. I'm going to open that seam up. And we're going to sew 1/4 inch all the way around. But you got to pin it first, so pin it. Now you see why we didn't sew all the way to the top of the bag, so you wouldn't be sewing the hand. Okay, once you get everything pinned, you sew it. Make your seam 1/4 of an inch all the way around. Make sure you're catching all of your fabric. Okay, pull the bag out, find your hole, and pull your bag out of that hole. Take your time, you don't want to tear anything, make the hole tear. Just take your time. And hopefully you sewed everything correctly and it comes out right. It's like having a baby. Everything comes out piece by piece. Poke your corners out. Look at that. Nice finished edges. Nice. Nice. Okay, now all we gotta do is sew the little hole up. If you pull the edges down, they'll actually pull together for you. And I'm going to sew a small edge, just 1/8 of an inch, very tiny. Alright, we have one more step. Okay, after you sew the hole up, push the bag down inside. Now, we need to top stitch the edge here. So you want to bring the edges together like that so they're even, because you don't want the inside fabric coming out on the outside, and you don't want the outside fabric on the inside. So take your time, roll it, manipulate it, pin it in place so it doesn't come back out of position, and do that all the way around, because you want it to look good. You'll be surprised how much a top stitch adds to the look of your purse or your tote. See how puffy it is? See how puffy that is? Once you top stitch it, that puffiness is gone. Looks really sharp. There we go. So we got it pinned all the way around. Now we're going to sew probably 1/4 of an inch all the way around. Take your time. No hurry here. And confirm that everything is properly lined up before you sew it. Well, ladies, look at it. Did you make one with me? If you did, go to my website, donnasewingcircle.com, and go to the comment section or contact section and send me some photographs. Isn't it gorgeous? I absolutely love it. How'd yours turn out? See you in the next tutorial. God bless.